if you look at the satellite industry, one of the key advantages of satellite connectivity is actually large geographical coverage as well as seamless borders. So with these two advantages, I think the most important with this digital evolution which is coming along is along with IoT and M2M. So there will be huge opportunities of how are you able to provide such needs over a large geographical area, or for that matter, seamlessly over a large border. So to add on all these about M2M and IoT, if you take one step further, then that's where something which excites everyone, which is the smart ships, or for that matter, smart drones, ships, and for that, cars also. So I think this is something which I think excites everybody. It's a dream which all of us, when we are young, you look at all these movies, this is right around the corner. So this is something which I think will happen and eventually will come. But to bolt on to all these things about IoT, M2M, and even smart drone ships and stuff like that, there's another layer which actually we have to look at it. It's about secure connection. So how do you get this secure connection? I think that is an interesting area where, because it's important, you don't want to lose your information, you don't want to lose your ship, you don't want to lose your car. So there is an area which is actually also a very huge opportunity for the satellite industry. And so this is actually also one area where actually Singtel is gaining attraction. I think we have actually a lot of all these capability which we are able to provide all this secure connectivity even today. Well, the space industry has actually evolved over the past few years. Space is actually now getting very crowded. Okay? There will be a lot more satellites up there, the LEOs and the MEOs and all these small little satellites up there. Today, the teleport operators traditionally just provide uplink, downlink, and a little bit of TT&C and stuff like that. Tomorrow, I think there will be a need to not only help all these LEOs and MEOs fly their birds, but increasingly, I think there will be a need for all teleport operators globally to work together and to provide a service where you have to be a bit more proactive to fly your birds, as well as to coordinate all these potential satellite deorbits, because with all this space junks and the space getting crowded, I think this is a need where all of us, the teleport operators, will have to look into over the next few years. I would say that there are actually two major challenges which all the satellite operators, and for that matter the teleport operators, have to overcome. The first will be actually how do you define what will be the satellite business case. Most satellite business case, by again tradition, is a 15 years life cycle. To build and to get it launched, you add everything all up, it's about 18 years. If you look at what is happening today, technology refresh do not need 18 years on Earth. So with something that we have to think about, how can we shorten this life cycle of 18 years, because the digital evolution is causing technology refresh at a very rapid pace. So that is one of the very, very big challenges the satellite industry will need to overcome about this being current. Because today it may be in one area, the demand may be here, but tomorrow it may be shifted 100 kilometers away. Or for that matter, maybe how they want to use the satellite connectivity may change overnight also. Or maybe not overnight, over a period of time of 2-3 years, but definitely not over 18 years. So that is one of the biggest challenge I think we as satellite operators still need to think through as an industry. How can we shorten this technology refresh cycle? And of course, the other one is biggest challenge I think is now everybody wants a part of space. You have all this LEO and the MEO, everybody is shooting up. So the most important thing I think also the satellite industry needs to come together is actually how to regulate all these space utilization, and most importantly, how to deorbit, or for that matter, how to handle the space junk. I think that will be a challenge where I think all the satellite operators and regulators need to come together to have some understanding to say how can we have a better space for all of us for tomorrow itself.